Remember 2020? A year that redefined our lives, challenged our resilience, and reshaped our understanding of the world. It was a time of unprecedented change, a period etched in our collective memory. The world seemed to stop overnight. Like a movie suddenly paused, the hustle and bustle of daily life faded into an eerie silence. The vibrant energy of our cities was replaced by an unsettling stillness. Streets emptied, once bustling with activity, now eerily deserted. The familiar sounds of traffic and chatter were replaced by an unsettling quiet. Schools closed, playgrounds stood silent, and the laughter of children was replaced by an echoing emptiness. The heart of our communities seemed to have stopped beating, and we all stayed home, facing a new, invisible threat. Confined within our walls, we grappled with uncertainty and fear, our lives drastically altered in an instant. Uncertainty and fear filled the air, a palpable tension that hung heavy over everything. The future felt uncertain, and anxiety became a constant companion, and the silence in once busy cities was surreal. The absence of crowds, the stillness of public spaces, created an atmosphere that was both unsettling and unforgettable. We missed the little things, the everyday moments we once took for granted. Coffee runs, the simple pleasure of a morning coffee at our favorite cafe now out of reach. Movie nights, the shared experience of laughter and excitement in a darkened theater, replaced by solitary evenings at home. Hugs, the warmth of human contact, the comfort of an embrace became a distant memory. Suddenly, we were isolated, separated from our loved ones, our routines disrupted, and our sense of normalcy shattered. Learning words like lockdown, a term that became synonymous with our new reality, and social distancing. These phrases entered our daily vocabulary, shaping our interactions and defining our boundaries. Video calls replaced real-life connection, screens became our windows to the world, and virtual interactions became our primary means of communication. But it wasn't the same. The digital world, while helpful, couldn't fully replicate the warmth and intimacy of human presence. Yet, while most of us stayed in, sheltering from the storm, a different story was unfolding. A quiet army kept the world running. Unseen and often unacknowledged, they stepped into the breach, ensuring that essential services continued. Grocery clerks, stocking shelves, and serving customers with unwavering dedication. Delivery drivers, navigating empty streets to bring essential goods to our doorsteps. And cleaners stepped up, sanitizing public spaces and protecting us from the invisible enemy, ensuring we had food, supplies, and safe spaces. They worked tirelessly, often at great personal risk, to maintain a semblance of normalcy. These weren't celebrities or leaders. They weren't driven by fame or recognition. They were our neighbors, friends, and everyday people. Ordinary individuals who rose to the occasion, demonstrating extraordinary courage and commitment. They put on masks, shields against an unseen foe, and faced their fears head-on, faced the unknown, with unwavering resolve and a deep sense of responsibility, and showed us what true courage looks like. Their actions were a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. This crisis revealed what matters most, the values that truly bind us together. Kindness, the simple acts of compassion that brightened even the darkest days. Connection, the enduring need to reach out and support one another, even from a distance. And community, the strength we find in unity, the power of collective action, and the importance of looking out for our neighbors. The world didn't stop. It may have slowed, but it never ceased to turn. It was held together by unsung heroes, the everyday individuals who kept society functioning, often at great personal sacrifice. They braved uncertainty so we could stay safe. Their courage and dedication allowed us to weather the storm. Their quiet bravery lit the way through the darkness. They were beacons of hope in a time of despair. This is their story, a tribute to the ordinary people who did extraordinary things. The story of the people who kept the lights on, who ensured that essential services continued when everything else went dark. Their unwavering commitment illuminated the path forward. Let's remember what they did for all of us. Let us never forget their sacrifice, their dedication, and their unwavering spirit. These heroes didn't wear capes. They wore aprons, uniforms, and coveralls. Grocery clerks calmly restocked shelves, making sure we had essentials. Delivery drivers became our lifeline, bringing food, medicine, and a sense of normalcy. Cleaners and sanitation workers worked tirelessly, keeping public spaces safe. Volunteers stepped up, sewing masks, delivering groceries, and staffing food banks. They didn't do it for recognition. They did it out of compassion. Their work kept our communities going. one act of service at a time. In the darkest days, their kindness shone the brightest. They reminded us, we're all in this together. The pandemic brought unprecedented challenges, but amidst the uncertainty, everyday heroes emerged, stepping up to make a profound difference in their communities. These individuals, often working behind the scenes, became beacons of hope and resilience. They made a difference in countless small ways, offering support, comfort, and a sense of connection during a time of isolation. Their actions, though seemingly simple, had a ripple effect, touching lives and strengthening the bonds of community. One such story involves a grocery clerk who went above and beyond to help a worried elderly man. He searched diligently and finally found the last can of soup on the shelf. Upon receiving the soup, the elderly man was overcome with emotion. He cried with relief, his gratitude palpable. It was a small act, but it meant the world to him. In Chicago, a delivery driver exemplified this spirit of care by checking in on an older woman on his route. He offered conversation and care from a safe distance, providing a much-needed human connection during a time of social distancing. These brief interactions became a lifeline for many vulnerable individuals. Recognizing the vital role schools play in providing meals for many children, school custodians packed lunches with dedication and care. They waved and smiled as families picked up food, offering a sense of normalcy and support during a challenging time. Their smiles were a reassurance that they were not alone. Neighborhoods found creative ways to express their appreciation, with residents cheering for sanitation workers as they made their rounds. People showed their gratitude with applause and smiles, acknowledging the essential role these workers played in keeping communities safe and functioning. These weren't just jobs, they were acts of service, performed with dedication and compassion. They were lifelines, connecting people to essential resources and providing a sense of security. Every act of kindness, no matter how small, mattered, creating a web of support that helped communities navigate the crisis. These stories prove the power of human connection, demonstrating our innate ability to care for one another, even in the face of adversity. In times of crisis, compassion is our greatest strength, enabling us to overcome challenges and build a more resilient future. The smallest gestures became the biggest comforts, offering solace and hope during a period of uncertainty and fear. These everyday heroes showed us the true meaning of community, reminding us that we are all interconnected and that our actions have the power to make a difference. Their spirit inspired us all, fostering a sense of unity and reminding us of the importance of kindness, empathy, and human connection. The actions of these heroes rippled through every home. One person stocking shelves meant a family could eat, parents could work, and kids could learn. Delivery drivers brought not just packages but hope and solutions. Cleaners made hospitals and stores safe for everyone. The pandemic revealed how deeply we rely on each other. Every link in the chain is essential. We are stronger when we support one another. Before the pandemic cast its long shadow, their work was largely invisible to most of us. It was easy to take for granted the services they provided, the tasks they performed diligently each day. Their efforts often faded into the background noise in our busy lives, a constant hum we barely registered. We were all so caught up in our own routines and concerns. We rarely noticed the cashier, efficiently scanning our groceries, the mail carrier, braving all kinds of weather to deliver our letters and packages, or the cleaner, tirelessly sanitizing spaces to keep us safe and healthy. But the crisis, with its unprecedented challenges, redefined heroism in our eyes. It forced us to reconsider who we truly depend on. A hero, we realized, is not just someone with superpowers, but someone who shows up, even when afraid, facing their own anxieties and uncertainties, and puts others first, prioritizing the needs of their community above their own personal comfort and safety. These workers did just that, day after day, week after week, month after month, maintaining essential services without applause or headlines, often working long hours with little recognition. Their reward was not fame or fortune, but a job well done, a sense of purpose in serving others, and a grateful smile from a customer, a small token of appreciation that made all the difference. They faced risks, potential exposure to the virus, worried for their families, about bringing the virus home to their loved ones, but kept going, driven by a sense of duty and commitment. Their courage was quiet but powerful, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Their actions were the foundation that held society together, ensuring that essential services continued to function during the most challenging times. It's time to recognize their song of hope and perseverance, to acknowledge the sacrifices they made and the vital role they played. Let's make sure their heroism is never overlooked again, and that we continue to appreciate and support them long after the crisis has passed. Now, let's not forget what we've learned. Appreciation shouldn't fade with the crisis. Say thank you to the cashier, wave to the delivery driver, and acknowledge the cleaning staff. Small gestures of gratitude can make a huge difference. Be patient, be kind, and show respect for their work. Teach children to value these community heroes. Let's make kindness and recognition a daily habit. They held the world together. Let's give them the standing ovation they deserve. Their work matters, and so do they. Let's make sure they always feel seen and valued. As we move forward, let's carry these lessons with us. Community and gratitude are our greatest strengths. The future is built on kindness, one act at a time. Let's keep checking on neighbors, supporting local workers, and saying thank you. The resilience we found is a seed for a better tomorrow. We are more powerful together than apart. Here's to the grocery clerks, delivery drivers, cleaners, volunteers, all the unsung heroes. You inspired us and gave us hope. Thank you from all of us. The future is bright because we know we can count on each other.